My name is Juliana, and I always thought that I would have a run-of-the-mill married life. The life with a loving husband, a couple of kids, a house of my own, and maybe a dog. For the most part, this was the case. I married the love of my life, Henry, and after 5 years, we now had a kid on the way and a house that we called our own. Despite living in bliss, something always felt off about my husband. Henry was always cold and slow to open up to others, regularly lacking empathy towards those who were not him. Initially, I disregarded this trait as it was always over small things or with people that were not me. However, as the relationship grew, so did his outbursts and disregard. For example, when my grandmother died, he did not comfort me at all. Instead, he said she had it coming, insulting her for a bad meal she made us and her habit of having excessive sweets despite having diabetes. After hearing that, I lost it and began yelling at him. Instead of apologizing, he fought back. Henry got personal towards me, calling me names and dehumanizing me. I could not help but run to the bedroom and cry, locking the door behind me. Instead of coming to apologize, Henry left the house and did not return until the next day, acting as if nothing had occurred. He only apologized after I brought it up to him. The apology lacked any sincerity. His eyes were dead with nothing behind them, and the words seemed from a script. After this, his treatment of me only declined. He began making disgruntled comments towards me, yelling at me for gaining weight and saying I should eat less, all while I was pregnant with our kid. Additionally, he would get angry at my cravings or my frequent need to use the bathroom. One time, he told me how he just wanted to lock me in the bathroom with how much I was using it. I tried laughing it off, thinking it was an unfunny attempt at a joke, but he got angry with me. Henry commanded me not to laugh and said that he was entirely serious. After months in this toxic environment, I could not take any more. I left my house and spent some time away at my parents' house. For the first week, I received non-stop calls, texts, and emails from my husband. He would tell me to come back or else he would escalate the situation further. I wasn't sure what he meant, but I assumed it was an ill attempt at a bluff. The messages from him ceased the following week. At first, I thought his wrath was over, but I was painfully mistaken. One night, while I was sleeping, my parents woke me up frantically telling me that the police were outside. Someone had tried to break into our house, and the neighbor caught them, then called the authorities. When I went downstairs to talk to the police, they informed me that the man trying to break into the house was Henry. When they caught him, they found a large hunting knife on him. They told me that when they arrested Henry, he was shouting how he wanted to kill me. I was in absolute shock. Since then, I divorced my husband, who's now serving 20 years in jail. Adding to the positives, I gave birth to a healthy baby boy. His name is Joseph, and he is the best thing to come out of that terrible relationship I had with that psycho. I thank God nothing happened that